Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. This evening, I was going to talk to you about planking and whether doing a plank is better for you than doing crunches, so lying on your back and pulling your body up and crunching. My name is Sarah Aspinall and I'm the founder of Breaking Ballet, the unique online ballet fitness program for busy women. And this week inside Breaking Ballet, we are running a 7-day flat abs Kickstarter. And so talking about plank is very relevant to those of you also who are taking part in that Kickstarter. It's not too late to sign up if you haven't yet done so. But should we be doing plank or should we be doing crunches? Well, I remember going to the gym years ago and seeing everyone doing crunches everywhere, and they do work the abdominal wall and the obliques, and they have a place in a fitness regime. But planking also works the abdominal wall and the obliques, but it recruits even more muscles. It's going to work the back as well as the hip flexors, the glutes, the shoulders. Everything gets worked in a plank. So actually, by planking, you're getting more bang for your buck. You're going to increase your fitness levels even more because you're recruiting more muscle groups into that particular move. It's an isolated move, you're staying still, but it's very challenging and it really, really works the core. So if you're trying to choose between the two, then definitely go with a plank. It's quite challenging as well. I tend to teach plank on the forearm because it's a little bit more challenging for the core. So I'm just going to walk you through some correct plank technique so that when you come to do them, you know exactly how that should feel. If you've got any questions, hi Lee from Scotland, welcome, thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions about the plank once I've shown you how to do it, then let me know, post below. But plank also removes any issues you might have with crunching. So a lot of people complain about neck ache when they're bringing their body up doing that. The neck position is quite hard to get right to protect the neck, or sorry, the head position to protect the neck. So that takes a little bit of practice, but also crunching, you know, can affect the back. Planking removes all of that. So it can be more comfortable for you to do it. And you can adapt as well. So let me just walk you through a correct plank technique. So if you're doing forearm plank, you're going to make sure that your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You can clasp hands or you can take the hands flat. It's entirely up to you. But the weight's over the forearm, keeping the feet hip width apart or a little bit more, and pulling the tummy in. So you don't want the bum in the air, and you definitely don't want your bum tipping down because that's going to pull on the back. So you need to squeeze your glutes, press back through your heels, engage your core, keep the neck long, looking forward so you're not looking up or having the head hanging down. Keep the neck nice and long and squeeze, and then you're going to hold it there. If that's too tough when you're first starting out, you can take the knees down and release the toes and hold it in that position there. Just make sure you don't sit back into the hips, keep the body forwards over the arms, and you can work it there. Opening out the shoulders, keep the shoulders pulled down so you're not in a plank position here. Keep it pulled down. Same applies if you're doing full plank. So you're going to have the wrists under the shoulders, feet hip width apart, squeezing the glutes, pressing back through the heels, long neck, pull the shoulders down and hold. Okay, so just making sure that you've checked all those different parts of your body while you're in that plank position, and to make sure that you're not going to hurt your lower back particularly. If in that position it starts to hurt your lower back, either take your knees down onto the floor or raise your bottom up a little bit until you've gained a little bit more strength. So that would be my top tips for plank. If you're trying to work the core, I would stay down on a forearm plank rather than the full plank on your hands. Particularly if you have any wrist issues, hand issues, it's better to be on the forearm because then you're avoiding putting any pressure through your wrists as well. Hi Gail, hi Samantha. If anyone's got any questions, please let me know. And if you've not yet signed up for the 7-day Flat Abs Kickstarter, it's not too late to do that. Today was day 1, but you can most definitely catch up. You will still get today's content. So if you want to do that, then I'll pop the link above. But if you've got any questions about planking or crunching or any abdominal work, just make sure you're engaging that core to do that exercise, then let me know. Otherwise, for those of you that are taking part in the 7-day Flat Abs Kickstarter, I will see you again tomorrow because I'm live in that group again. And I hope you all have a great week, and let me know how you're getting on with your plank. You can start with plank, maybe trying 30 seconds to hold the plank and then taking a rest and then another 30 seconds and then building each day up to maybe 45 seconds and then up to a minute. You don't need to go crazy and do long sessions in plank. It's not necessarily going to do you any good to go longer than 4 or 5 minutes anyway. But yeah, building up to 1 minute holding in a plank is a fabulous way to start. So good luck with that, and I will speak to you soon. Oh, hang on. Lee, with these core muscle exercises that help me engage my core while riding. So any core workouts really help. I assume you mean horse riding. I have got a number of horse riders, people that are eventing inside my membership who do dressage and have commented, if any of them are watching, maybe you can hop on how it's improved their dressage, because it helps your posture. So any core, I mean, there's loads of benefits to doing core workouts, but it really helps your posture. It helps you to maintain the posture that you need when you're doing dressage. And particularly one of their comments was, when I'm teaching, I talk about finding space between your hip bones and your rib cage. So lengthening, engaging the core, but lengthening through the spine and lifting up, and that also helps with riding as well. In fact, I am myself going for a riding lesson tomorrow. So yes, Lee, absolutely core exercises help with riding. Plank would also be a fantastic thing to do. So yeah, I hope that helps. Otherwise, if you're watching this on the replay and you've got any questions, just drop me a message below and I'll get right back to you. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great week. Bye.